We have to get feed to them, we got to get water to them, we got to make sure the temperature's right for them. We take care of pigs very, very well.
Hello and welcome to this edition of the State of Soy. I'm Aaron Putsey. Today I'm visiting with Pat McGonigal. Pat serves as the CEO for the Iowa pork producers based in Clive, Iowa, but obviously serving pork farmers, pig farmers from all over the state. Pat, just maybe start with, just give me maybe a state of the pork industry in Iowa right now.
Yeah, Aaron, it's a really interesting time because we have near record prices. We have near record costs, so producers are doing okay, but I wouldn't say it's an abundant time. We've come through a very difficult time during the COVID situation. I think that's a piece of it. Increased costs of buildings, those kinds of things have had an impact on us. I think the other thing is Prop 12 in California has created some uncertainty of what types of facilities we will use into the future.
Both domestic and internationally, demand is big for the Iowa pig farmer. Where are we at on the demand front?
Yeah, so domestically our demand is very solid. It's not huge growth, but it's very solid growth. We have a lot more retail demand than what we did pre-COVID. So people are preparing more at home and pork fits into that. Export, 25% of our production is exported, so it's a very solid part of what we do. It's another way to export soybeans out of the field is through a pig. And exports are pretty solid. China's a little slow, if not nil. Other countries are picking it up, and I think we're learning to diversify our marketplace across the world.
Some of this is within the courts right now, and there are some things you can discuss and some things that perhaps you can't. But I'm curious as to why should the average consumer be mindful or stay informed about Prop 12 in California and the potential impact it could have on pig production and pork prices?
Yeah, well, I think it starts, Aaron, with reminding consumers, pig farmers take very good care of their pigs. I mean, we have to get feed to them, we got to get water to them, we got to make sure the temperature's right for them. We take care of pigs very, very well. So we start with that. I think in some places like California where you have an activist group that pushes an agenda issue and they get it past the voters, and then all of a sudden that impacts us on the farm, particularly with sows. What I've seen with producers is they're kind of waiting to see what happens, and they'll react the way the market tells them to react, as pork producers have for many, many years.
In addition to Prop 12, demand and production, what's another issue that's top of mind right now for the Iowa Pork Producers Association?
We continue to work cooperatively with our friends here in agriculture in Iowa. Iowa Soybean, Iowa Corn, Iowa Beef, Iowa Farm Bureau, through the coalition, those kinds of things. So we continue those what I call cross-agriculture efforts that continue to keep agriculture relevant in the state of Iowa, whether it's regulatory, legislative, or just our general PR of communicating with our fellow citizens. More and more, I see producers working on issues in sustainability and what their carbon footprint is and how we're going to deal with that with the marketplace. But really, I see producers just continue to do a good job of taking care of the animals and providing a safe, wholesome product for consumers.
So last question, I saved the toughest one for last year. It's October Pork Month. If we were to join the McGonigals for dinner, what would be the pork cut that we would find at the centerpiece on your dinner table?
Well, I'd have to do 3 of them. Our kids like bacon, right? Bacon would go in early on. Myself, I'm a pork burger guy, and my wife likes a boneless chop. And so I'd have to do 3 of them to fulfill the whole buffet.
You just made me really hungry for dinner, Pat, as I figured you would with the answer to that question. A long and strong partnership between the Iowa Soybean Association and the Iowa Pork Producers Association, and for good reason, given the interconnectedness of farmers that produce both commodities. Reporting for the Iowa Soybean Association in this edition of the State of Soy, I'm Aaron Putsey.
Progress is a human invention. We look at our world and we imagine how to make it better. That's the power of human ingenuity. We can redefine what's possible. At Bayer, we're shaping the future of agriculture, like farms where all life grows together. It's not impossible, it's progress.